today we are going to study this chapter, Globalization and the Indian economy. Globalization is a new term which comes into our Indian economy from 1991 onwards. So we should know about some of the economies of the world before entering to the chapter Globalization and the Indian economy. Till 1947, all over the world, there were two economies prevailed. One is capitalism and another one is socialism. So first of all, we will learn about what is capitalism and is socialism. Then only it will be clear with the topic globalization and the Indian economy to us. The whole world divided into two economies. One group of countries, they followed a system of economy which is called as capitalism. And another group of countries, they followed socialism. Countries like USA, France, Britain, they all followed capitalism, and countries like Russia, Cuba, China, all these are followed socialistic economy. So now we should know what is the difference between capitalism and the socialism. When we come into capitalism, we say that wherever the owner of the production is an individual or a group of individuals, the controlling factor in the capitalism, it goes to the private or the private sector. That means individuals. Government is not having any role to do in the case of a capitalistic economy. So this is the most important factor about capitalism. No government control. Everything goes to, every decisions are taken by individuals or the group of individuals. Then what is the motive of an individual? If you are starting an industry, if you are running an industry or any economic activity, if you start, what will you prefer for? Profit. So profit is the motive of the capitalistic economy. So there are two things which we are learning about the capitalism. One is the owner of the production in the capitalistic economy is an individual or a group of individual, or the motive of the capitalistic economy is profit. It's opposite when it comes into socialism. Here the controlling factor, the factor of production, what we say, production owner is the government. Government look after the matters in the case of a socialistic economy. And the motive of the government is not profit. What is that? It is the welfare of the people, those who are living in that nation. So this is the major difference between capitalistic economy and the socialistic economy. So capitalism works for individual and capitalism earn profit. When it comes into socialism, it works with the help of the government and its motive is the welfare of the people. This is the major difference between these two economies. So when it comes into our country, India, whenever we got freedom in 1947, our economy, we are decided not to follow capitalistic economy and not to follow socialistic economy. Our freedom fighters, our first government which was led by Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru, they all decided to have a new economy for our country instead of going into socialism or instead of going into capitalism completely. So what we decided, we brought out a new type of economy for the whole world which is called as mixed economy. It is a mixture of both socialism and the capitalism together. So what all good qualities of capitalism we brought into our economy, what all good features of socialism we brought into our economy, and by mixing, by clubbing these two economies, we made a new economy for our system which is called as mixed economy. So it was started in 1947. As we know, we got the freedom in 1947 and we adopted this economy to our system in 1947. Now what is the speciality of this mixed economy? As I told you already, we brought out the positive features of capitalism and we brought out the positive features of the socialism together to our system. But one thing we have to notice that we are more interested with the socialistic ideas and less interested with the capitalistic ideas. We had given more importance to socialism in our mixed economy and less importance to capitalism in our mixed economy. This is the trending we started in 1947 to till 1991. Okay, so till 1991 this system went on. What is the system? Mixed economy with a more phase of socialism and with a less phase of capitalism we adopted, and we went with this system till 1991. By the 1991 election, a new government comes in India, led by P.V. Narasimha Rao as the Prime Minister of India and Manmohan Singh as the Finance Minister. They both were economists. So they decided to have a system change from 1991 onwards, and they brought three new economy policies to our system to bring our socialistic nature of mixed economy to the capitalistic nature of mixed economy. So as I told you, till 1991 we were following the socialistic aspect in our mixed and less aspect of capitalism. From 1991 onwards we are changing our economic policy from socialistic idea to capitalistic idea. Now also socialism is the, but still the importance of socialism is reduced from 1991 and we are given more importance to capitalistic aspects. So for bringing the capitalism to our Indian economy, we brought three new policies. Which are the policies? Globalization, liberalization, and privatization. So these three policies, globalization, liberalization and privatization, these are brought into our Indian economy to change our aspect of the economy to capitalism. So what are these policies? First we will go to liberalization. Liberalization means making the economy free or liberal from the control of the government. So that means the rules and regulations of the government are taken out and give freedom to our economy, which is called as liberal economy, liberalization, the policy. Next policy we can say about privatization. What is privatization? The industries which were running in losses in the public sector, selling out that industries and bringing into the control of private, or sell that industries to the hands of the individual or the group of individual. This is also a clear picture of capitalism. The third one which we say that globalization. What is globalization? Connecting our economy with the world economy. Before that it was very difficult to sell an Indian good into a foreign country, and for a foreigner or an entrepreneur from the foreign countries it was difficult for him to bring his things to India. But now as per this policy of globalization, we are able to sell our goods in a foreign nation, and a foreign nation can bring and sell their things in India. So this policy, globalization, means making our economy connected with the world economy. So these three policies which we are adopted in the Indian economy from 1991 onwards, which gives a sudden change to our economy as we are looking today. Before the 1991 we were using the ambassador cars, we were using the Premier Padmini cars, we were using the Maruti 800 cars, or other items, very traditional things it was. But now you are able to see all over the world what all things the people are using, we are able to use it in India, we are able to see it in India. So this is the dramatic change, drastic change which happened in Indian economy from 1991 onwards. So this topic is clear, I think so, to all of you, globalization and the Indian economy. Okay, thank you.